not really wanting to drink, but not being able to stop. That's when it got really bad. It got to the point where I just had blackouts. With all your heart, want to stop and pray that you can, and there's no way, you just cannot do it yourself. I have to add this because I didn't want to live anymore because I was just so down and out. It was crazy. I couldn't stop and I could not. I had to drink. It was just an obsession. Looking for an AA meeting, and it was back before cell phones, before things. You look for, take a right here or left here, go down this way and look for this, this road sign to say, okay, there's a cow on this mini mart, and once you see that, take it right into the church. There's the AA meeting. Okay, and I'm driving around in circles, and I was just going crazy. I thought I was driving around for, an hour and a half, probably 20 minutes or so, lost, and I threw up my hands, and not all the foxhole prayers that I said through my head all those years to say, if you help me through this hangover, I'll never drink again, and it never worked. But from here, I said, I give up, and the next place I see, I'm going to go buy as much alcohol and kill myself. Throwing my hands up and surrendering and just giving up everything myself. And the next thing I saw was this cow on this mini mart, and I took it right into the church, into the AA meeting. It wasn't me that did that. It was the higher power. It was God. He brought me in at that instant. And from that instant, I had never wanted a drink, never had to have a drink, never needed a drink again in the rest of my life. It can only be categorized as a miracle. There's no way, because it took only that, everything I had to give up. And then he stepped in and says, yep, this is what it is. Amazingly, I didn't realize it for 8 months that I didn't have to have a drink. It didn't occur to me. I was just such a fog trying to recover from so many years of poisoning myself that when I did find out, when I finally realized that 8 months later is when I had the enlightenment from God. I was working out, of course, at a gym, and I was the manager of the weight room, and this woman came up to me with a little book from White Eagle. You never know where God is. He's everywhere. And I didn't know her. I didn't know if she belonged to the club or not. She says, do you meditate? I said, yeah, why? Here, I got something for you. So she goes out and comes back with this little tiny book and hands it to me. Here you go. I said, oh my God, thank you. And I just read it page by page. It's just a daily thing, very short readings while my car's warming up or whatever to go to work. And one time I'm sitting there and it just hit me. I was taken into heaven. I was given that light that everything, I could manipulate matter. I could do whatever it was to the world. I had all control. God was there. I was with God. We're all one. There was no darkness. It was all just shadows. Everything was bright, brilliant. And, if you ever had a near-death experience where everything is so much crystal clear, the colors are so much brighter, this is even more than that. And it was that I was out of myself and seeing everything. The conundrum is that everything is the way it's supposed to be. God has already put it there. He's already made this. And to know that is the miracle itself too. And to have that, it was for a reason.